In the earlier video, we had started with types of functions and we tried to understand what is a onto function and what is a one-to-one function. Now we are going to do a few more problems to understand surjectivity and injectivity. Now look at this question. F is from n to n. You all know n is the set of all natural numbers and f is defined as 2x. You have to prove that it is 1 to 1 but not on 2. So how do you prove it is 1 to 1? Let f of x1 be equal to f of x2. Then what happens? 2x1 equal to 2x2, which implies x1 equal to x2. Therefore, f is 1 to 1. Right? Distinct elements are mapped onto distinct images. Now, what about onto? Okay. So, you also need to, as I told you, to develop an intuition. Do you think it will be onto? What is the meaning of being onto? Every element in capital N, the codomain, should have a pre-image in the domain which is N. Okay. You can already see f of x is only a multiple of 2. Therefore, it is an even number. So, if I take an odd number, it is not going to have a pre-image. So, let y be equal to 3. Belong to N, the codomain. So, we are asking, is there an x such that 2x equal to 3? Which means x is 3 by 2, which does not belong to N. Therefore, f is not onto. Do you understand? I have taken y in capital N, the codomain. The output is always an even number. So, if I take an odd number, it's not going to have a pre-image. So, I have taken y to be 3. If y is 3, then 2x is 3, which means x is 3 by 2, which does not belong to N, which is not a natural number. Therefore, f is not onto. I hope you understood this example. So, now what I am going to do, I am going to change this N to R, the set of real numbers, using the same definition. Let me use a different color. Okay. Now, let me again check 1 to 1. I think the same proof will hold good. So, let f of x1 be equal to f of x2. Then 2x1 equal to 2x2, which implies x1 equal to x2. Therefore, f is 1 to 1. F is from R to R. Now, I can't use this example here. Why? Because here we got, if I take an odd number, I got x to be a fraction. And that will not belong to N because N is a set of natural numbers. But whereas here, F is from R to R. So, real numbers includes, integers. It also includes rational numbers. It also includes irrational numbers. So, you get a feeling maybe it is onto. So, how do you check that? So, let y belong to R, the codomain. Then what happens? Y equal to 2x, which implies x equal to y by 2. So, if I give a y here, its pre-image will be y by 2. It is always possible. There is no contradiction here because we are dealing with real number system. Therefore, f of x will be 2x, which will be 2 into x by 2, which is, let me take y. F of y will be 2 times y by 2, which is 1. So, if I take x equal to y by 2, then I can define the pre-image. So, if I take y here in R, the codomain, its pre-image will be y by 2. and it will always be a real number. That also we have verified. F of y is 2y by 2, which is y. Therefore, f is on 2. So, y equal to 2x in this case actually has the graph this, right? Y equal to 2x. So, by horizontal line test also, if wherever I draw an horizontal line, you can see it cuts the graph at exactly 1 point. What is the implication? It is 1 to 1. And wherever I draw the horizontal line, it is going to cut the graph. So, there is no part where the horizontal line will not cut in the graph, which means it is on 2. So, y equal to 2x is 1 to 1 and on 2 by also looking at the graph and by using what is called as the horizontal line test. Now look at this third example. F is from n to n. It is given as f of 1 equal to f of 2 equal to 1 and f of x equal to x minus 1. You have to prove that for x greater than 2, it is on 2 but not 1 to 1. So it's a very simple problem. Now look at this, what is given? 1 is not equal to 2, but f of 1 is equal to f of 2. x1 not equal to x2, but f of x1 equal to f of x2. Therefore, f is not 1 to 1. Now, why is it on 2? They have asked you to prove y equal to on 2. So, what is your f of x? F is from n to n. F of x or y is equal to x minus 1, which implies x equal to y plus 1. So, given y, so let y belong to n. What is its pre-image? Y plus 1 will be its pre-image. So, if I give a number here in n, its successor will be pre-image for x greater than 2. Therefore, for x greater than 2, it is on 2. And how do you verify? Here y equal to x minus 1, which means x is equal to y plus 1. What is f of x? Y. Therefore, f is on 2. I hope you have understood. Let's go on to the next one. Now, we are going to look at the function f from n to n given by f of x equal to x cube. And in all the three cases, here it is the natural number system, here it is a set of integers, here it is the real number system. We have taken the same function f of x equal to x cube. We are going to verify whether it is 1 to 1 and on 2. Now, let me start from n to n. Okay. Now, first let me verify 1 to 1. F of x1 equal to f of x2 implies x1 cube equal to x2 cube, which implies x1 equal to x2. Therefore, f is 1 to 1. What about on 2? Okay, we are dealing with natural numbers. So, if I take, for example, let y belong to n. Let y be 2. Is there an x such that x cube equal to 2 or the equation does x cube equal to 2 satisfy in n? If x cube is 2, there is no solution? No. There is no solution for x cube equal to 2 in the set of natural numbers. Therefore, it is not on 2. It is 1 to 1 but not on 2. Now, let us look at the set of integers. So, again, let us verify whether this is 1 to 1. Now, f of x1 equal to f of x2 implies x1 cube equal to x2 cube which implies x1 equal to x2 in Z, right? This is true in Z. Therefore, f is 1 to 1. What about, what is Z? Z is a set of integers. Let me say, take the same y. Let y be equal to 2 in Z. X cube equal to 2 has no solution in Z. Therefore, f is not onto. Now let us look at f of x equal to x cube, where f goes from R to R, the set of real numbers. Please recall the graph of x cube. Wherever I draw the horizontal line, you can see that it is going to cut the graph at exactly 1 point, right? So using horizontal line test and by drawing the graph, you can say that it is, you can see wherever I draw, it's cutting at only 1 point, therefore it is 1 to 1. Now, wherever I draw an horizontal line, it is going to cut the graph. So there is no part of graph which is not be cut by the horizontal line. Therefore, f is onto. So this is from the graph. Okay. Otherwise, how will you prove? F of x1 equal to f of x2 implies x1 cube equal to x2 cube, which implies x1 equal to x2. Therefore, it is 1 to 1. Now, if y equal to x cube, x will be y to the power 1 by 3. Definitely it belongs to R. Therefore, f is onto. So, what I want to convey through this problem is, graph is a wonderful tool for examining and understanding the function. An horizontal line test helps you to understand from the graph whether a function is onto and 1 to 1. Now let us look at the next example. F is from R to R. F of x equal to 3 minus 4x. Is it 1 to 1? So let f of x1 be equal to f of x2. Then 3 minus 4x1 is equal to 3 minus 4x2. Minus 4x1 equal to minus 4x2, from which you get x1 equal to x2. So I started with f of x1 equal to f of x2 and I am getting x1 equal to x2. Therefore, f is 1 to 1. Is it onto? Let y belong to R, the codomain. Now y is equal to 3 minus 4x. X will be 3 minus y by 4. So given a y in R, 3 minus y by 4 will be the preimage. Is it possible? It will always belong to R. Right? If y belongs to R, 3 minus y by 4 also belongs to R. Therefore, f is onto. If you want to verify also, you can verify here whether you get y equal to 3 minus, substitute here, y will be equal to 3 minus 4 into 3 minus y by 4, which is equal to f of x. So, given a y, 3 minus 4x will be the preimage. from which you get x equal to 3 minus y by 4, which is the preimage. Given a y, you can find an x such that y equal to f of x. Therefore, f is onto. Now look at this function. F is from n to n, where f of n is equal to n plus 1 by 2 if n is odd. It is n by 2 if n is even. So sometimes when you are given problems like this, you have to try values and check whether it is 1 to 1 or on to. Now here you are asked to check whether it is on to. Is f 1 to 1? Let us first check 1 to 1. Even if it is not 1 to 1 even or on to, even if one case it fails, then it will not be a bijective function. Okay, here what happened in 3 minus 4x, it is 1 to 1, it is on to. Therefore, f is bijective. Now, in this, let x1 be equal to 1. I'm going to take one odd number and another even number. Let x2 be equal to 2. 1 is not equal to 2. Now, what will be f of x1? Now, x1 is odd number, so I have to substitute here, right? F of x1 will be 1 plus 1 by 2, which is 1. What will be f of x2? What sort of number is x2? x2 is even. If n is even, f of n is n by 2, right? So, f of x2 will be 2 by 2, which is 1. So, what do you observe? x1 is 1, x2 is 2. I have chosen one odd and one even number. So, clearly x1 is not equal to x2. But what will be f of x1? For f of x1, I have used the formula for odd, n plus 1 by 2. 1 plus 1 by 2, which is 1. For f of x2, x2 being even, I have used the formula n by 2. So, 2 by 2, which is 1. So, f of x1 equal to f of x2. Therefore, f is not 1 to 1. Even if it is not 1 to 1 or odd, even in one case it fails, f is not bijective. We are checking whether the following functions are bijective. Is it clear? Now look at this example. Let A and B be two sets defined like this. It goes from the Cartesian product of A cross B to B cross A. What does F does? Now what does F do? It interchanges the ordered pair. Okay, it interchanges the ordered pair. Now f of A comma B is equal to B comma A. Okay. Now let us verify whether f is 1 to 1. Let f of x1 be equal to f of x2. Then what does that mean? Here x1 is in the form of an ordered pair, x2 is also in the form of ordered pair. So let f of x1 y1 be equal to f of x2 y2. I am just recalling the definition. For 1 to 1, if f of x1 equal to f of x2 implies x1 equal to x2, then f is injective. Okay, but here x1 and x2 are in the form of ordered pairs. So I have taken them as f of x1 y1 equal to f of x2 y2. Now if I apply f, what does I apply? F does, it interchanges the ordered the elements. So from here you will get y1 x1 equal to y2 x2. If y1 x1 is equal to y2 x2, we know that this implies x1 y1 is equal to x2 y2. Therefore, f is 1 to 1. Now, is F, what is the other question? Next question we have to ask. We have proved that it is injective, it is 1 to 1. Is it surjective? Is F on 2? So let me take an element Y in B cross A. Now, what will be the form of Y? It will be, let us suppose Y is some B comma A. Okay. Then, does there exist X in A cross B such that F of X equal to Y? So, if I give a Y, I can give an X. What is that X? X will be A comma B. Now, what will be F of X? B comma A, which is Y. Please try to understand. I have taken element in B cross A. Okay, that is Y. I want to find a pre-image. What will be its pre-image? You know what does F does? F just interchanges elements in the ordered pair. So X will be A comma B. And if I apply F to X, I get B comma A. So F of X equal to Y. So given a Y, I have found an X which is the pre-image. Therefore, F is on 2. So F is on 2, F is 1 to 1. Therefore, F is bijective. Is it clear? Are you all able to follow what we have done so far? Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. In my next video, we will be discussing more problems related to types of functions, namely surjectivity and injectivity. Thank you. Do not forget to subscribe to Maths with Aarti.